Hey, what's going on, beautiful people? So, just wanted to holler at you. I haven't had a nice little live in a minute. Just leaving the gym. Ain't nothing new about the gym. It's just part of what I do. But while I was in the gym, I'm always thinking about stuff, and and really like how. And I'm sorry, I'm driving, obviously. So really like how the gym is synonymous with real life in terms of what you do and how you do it, right? One of the main things that I found that I've taken notice about the gym is consistency, right? Consistency is key. And I think that's probably going to be key. Well, not probably. I think consistency is going to be key with everything, to be honest with you. And it had me thinking about our investment group, right? So, I'm going to talk about the investment group here just for a little bit, because I remember there were times when, and even still now, you could go through social media, you see these ads and stuff like that about how people legitimately took $20 or $50 and turned it into this $1 million business or whatever the case may be, right? And the more and more I live and the more and more I experience what I'm experiencing inside of this investment group, that's very real. So just to kind of share my story a little bit for those who haven't heard it in a while, or for those who never heard it, I legitimately got started with back in June 2020. Started with $100. And to this day, very passively, might I say, that has legitimately turned into a beautiful salary, I might say. And I mean a nice healthy salary for people who work a full-time job. So in essence, I've earned full-time income very passively. I'm not one to talk about my numbers and all that stuff publicly. So if this is something that you do not believe, please feel free to get in touch with me and I will show you. On a one-on-one basis, we can hop on the Zoom and all that. Share my screen and everything like that, right? But the fact remains is that it's real. And it just takes a little bit of belief about what you can do. And for what we do, it's not even belief. It's just getting started, to be honest with you, and just letting it sit there. And then what I wanted to talk about is the power of $100, right? And the only reason why I talk about 100 is because for the most part, I truly believe if you've been working for at least one full year of your life, you should have $100 discretionary. That means that you've saved $8.88 a month. So let's start there. If you do not have $100, and I was there, I ain't gonna front, right? I was there, I didn't have $100. But if you've been working for at least a year in your life and you're an adult, or even a teenager for that matter, if you do not have $100, then we need to re-examine what you're doing. That means that you are not disciplined enough to even save $8.88 a month. Think about that for a second. That equates to $100 a year. Now, what were you doing with that $100? Where was the return? What was the value that you have? Outside of memories, let's just talk about materialistic shit. I'm just going to be real. So if you got $100 and you spent it on materialistic stuff, where is it right now? Where is it? It's probably gone, right? Probably it done came out, you using the bathroom or whatever the case may be. That $100 is gone. That you've been spent over a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago. I have literally turned, like I said, $100 into a beautiful full-time passive income. That was the residual effect of my $100, right? Now, everybody's going to have different things, different thoughts, opinions about what they're doing with it. But let's talk about real life residual return. That $100 is so nominal. If you start investing, if you lost it, what's the comparison? You lost it, it was going to go away anyway. But I could tell you that, for the most part, all of our stuff is very is very low risk. It's extremely low risk, right? And here's the thing, if you just be patient, and it doesn't seem like a lot of money, but if you have $100 in a bank account and you let it sit there for 3 months, 6 months, a year, what is it going to grow to? Maybe $102, right? So if you become consistent and persistent and patient in this world of investing, in 3 to 6 months, what if that $100 just turned and converted over into $200? That's a big deal, in my opinion. Maybe, big deal in my opinion. Now, of course, if you start adding a couple zeros after that $100, then you start seeing the residual effect. Or once you've started with that $100 or whatever the case may be, then that helps to build up just a little bit of confidence to maybe get started with more. Just my thoughts, right? But we're talking about very nominal at the end of the day. And plus, besides, when you think about it, even if that $100 stayed in the bank, the way inflation goes, that's really going to be worth $97 at the end of the year. With inflation growing at a rate on average about 3% annually, so you really lost. Think about it, right? Let's just remove the emotions from it. And all it is just, if you're not investing, is just because you are afraid, and that's okay, right? All it takes is just getting a little bit of financial literacy, building up your confidence, right? And then just working from there. I've been blessed, and I'm extremely grateful for sharing a lot of these things and concepts with literally thousands of people at this point in time, and helping people on a daily basis, and it's very rewarding, and I absolutely love it. But yeah, that's all. I don't know. Maybe everything I said, maybe it doesn't make sense. Maybe it's not even supposed to be for you. If whoever's watching, whether that's now or at a replay, whatever the case may be, maybe this is supposed to go in one ear, out of the other, because maybe it's not for you at this time. But if it is for you, and I'm talking to you at the right time, hit me up. Let's talk. Let's have a conversation. Things are going very great. And this year, you need people in your life that's going to push you. I remember the goal was 100K. That was always the goal, 100K, right? And I remember I did that. I did 100K. And it was like, I felt like that was like the biggest thing, right? And then my big bro, again, I'm always going to drop his name. Check him out, Rabu Gary, my big bro. We talk on, we holler at each other on a regular basis, always pouring into my life. And he was like, yo, Mark, you got to think bigger than that. 100K? Come on, man. When he said I did that, I did that in a day, I was like, shit, yeah, I got to think bigger than that, right? So now I've adjusted the goal, and now we're talking about $1 million in a year. 7 figures annually. I'm jumping. So here's the thing: if I shoot for 7, if I shoot for 1M, and I make 700, am I mad? Fuck no. Right? But here's the thing, though. Big bro pushed me. He was like, "Nah, you got to think bigger than that. We thinking more like 5, minimally." So you guys can keep playing if you want to. My circle has changed. Inside of my circle, and I have 2 different types of circles, essentially, but specifically talking about financially, I do very well in my investments, extremely well, but yet I make the least. Think about that for a second. I'm not the biggest earner in my group, which means that I have people that are elevating and pulling me up to earn even more. Do you have people that are elevating and pulling you up? If they're not, I advise you to get a different circle, or not even a bigger different circle. A good friend of mine, another mentor, shared with me that people that you used to spend a whole day with, you have to start to just limit your time if they're not elevating you in a proper direction, right? So those people that you used to spend years with, you need to start to reduce that and start spending months with. The people that you spend months with, you might have to reduce that and spend weeks with. The people that you spend weeks with, you might have to reduce that and spend days with. People that you spend days with, you might have to reduce that and spend hours with. People that you spend hours with, you might have to reduce that time and spend minutes with them. And the people that you spend minutes with, you might have to reduce that time and spend little or no time with them until you change your situation. And then the people that you spend seconds with or minutes with, you need to increase that and start spending hours with. The people that are doing, that you look up to, the people that you're spending hours with, start spending days with them. The people that you were spending days with, start spending months, weeks with them, and months. You guys get the point. You decrease the time you spent that are with people who are draining and taking away from you, and you increase the time that you spend with people that are adding value to you. That's all I wanted to say today. It was a lot, but let's get to it. Just leaving the gym, about to go ahead to this eye doctor, go see what, we might see eyeglass Mark. For some of you guys who don't know, I wear contacts, so I really can't see very, very well, but I just hide it with the contacts. But let's see, we might go get some glasses today. I don't know. We see how I feel when I get there. But other than that, y'all be cool, man. Stay safe. This weekend, Valentine's weekend, so strap up if that's what you need to do. This time of the year makes for a lot of us September, October, November babies, so y'all be careful out there, or not, do your thing. But seriously, in all seriousness, y'all be cool, stay safe out here, and holla at me. I'm here. I'm out.